Welcome to the Menstrual Health Innovators showcase here. Thank you for coming. We are going to cover a range of different approaches to looking at menstrual health and women's health more generally. I would like to thank the organizers for putting together this wonderful panel, and also a big thanks particularly to Paula Belostas and the Kearney team for really shining a light on women's health here over the last few days, starting with different events on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now here these sessions on Thursday, so that's great. My name is Chandra Leo. I'm a medical doctor and a healthcare investor with HBM Partners. We're a Swiss healthcare fund investing worldwide into healthcare innovation. I'm also a founder or co-founder of the Artemis Women's Health Foundation. We're a non-profit organization that aims to support entrepreneurs and innovators in the women's health space. And as you have realized, I'm just a guy, so I will definitely refrain from mansplaining any form of menstrual health or advice here. And instead, we have three wonderful, amazing entrepreneurs here with us today. Each of them will provide a short introduction about their own company. We'll have a bit of moderated Q&A, but we also look forward to a discussion, hopefully lively discussion with all of you. So if you have ideas, questions along the way, please note them down or keep them in mind so that we can cover them towards the end. So maybe a quick round of introduction. So we have Valentina here, Milanova from Day Health in London. We have Audrey Zhang from Clue, both of them CEOs of their respective companies from Clue in Berlin. And then we have Zahid Khan here from London / United Arab Emirates, who's presenting My Anna Health. And we're launching now into the initial presentation. So Valentina, over to you.
Well, I think I might just stay here, but great to see everyone here. Thanks for taking the time on the last day. I imagine many of you will be tired. So I'm the founder of Day. We are a comprehensive platform for gynecological health management, which I founded in 2017. And our central premise is that in order to do gynecological health well, you need to take account for the connection and the relationship between vaginal, menstrual, and hormonal health. And we started with a simple idea, which is that the menstrual tampon can be used for a lot more than just soaking up menstrual fluid. So we invented the world's first pain-relieving tampon, which has been clinically validated in primary and secondary dysmenorrhea, so it has efficacy for simple period pain as well as for endometriosis. We then expanded to another diagnostic device, another medical device, the world's first diagnostic tampon, which serves for at-home or point-of-care STI, HPV, and vaginal microbiome screening. And alongside our physical products, we created a virtual care platform, which enables our patients to obtain prescription treatments ranging from STI treatments to HRT to personalized contraception, as well as to connect with vetted, empathetic physicians who have a specialism in their specific condition, whether that be endo, PCOS, menopause, or pelvic pain. In order to create this innovative tampon, we had to break a decade-long monopoly in tampon manufacturing. So here's a fun dinner party fact for you to share. All of the tampons in the world, they're all made on the same production line, usually within the same facility, which is why we haven't really seen any innovation within the menstrual health space and tampons in particular. In order to create our products, we had to bring manufacturing in-house, and that's where we started by designing novel machines to make these tampons. And the main conditions we focus on are period and pelvic pain, vaginal and STI infections, as well as HPV and cervical cancer prevention. We chose these subject areas because they're the most trivialized, but also some of the most common issues in gynecological health. So period and pelvic pain affects 90% of the population, and despite it being almost pandemic-like, the treatments that we have available to us, such as over-the-counter painkillers, such as hormonal contraception, were never specifically designed to treat period and pelvic pain, and they come with a number of clinically significant side effects. Vaginal infections and STIs, so news, every one of us will have a vaginal infection at least once in our lifetime. For some reason, we're deeply ashamed of them. We would never be ashamed to tell someone that we have the flu or that we have a cold, but God forbid we ever share that we have a vaginal infection. So what we want to do in the space of vaginal infections is improve the method in which we diagnose them with a non-invasive, familiar tampon device, and also improve the way we treat vaginal infections. Because at present, we over-rely on antibiotics and antifungals, which can be very effective at treating the infection, but destroy the good bacteria and leave the patient in a cycle of recurrent second, third, fourth infection. And in HPV and cervical cancer, so this is a new area in terms of clinical guidelines. The World Health Organization last year started recommending HPV screening as the first point of call in cervical cancer prevention. And we're very excited to play a role in this. So cervical cancer is one of the deadliest female cancers, but it's also the most preventable one through a combination of regular screening and vaccination programs. So we're excited to contribute to this very important area by enabling at-home HPV screening, again, with a very familiar, comfortable device that I imagine many of you in the audience will have used already. What we expect to see within the gynecological health sector over the next few years is a consolidation. So right now we have a lot of niche services, a lot of niche players who serve a very small part of the gynecological health experience. Where we think we can add a lot of value is through uniting the treatment, diagnosis, and ongoing care experience. And a bit more about our specific solutions. So we started with the pain-relieving tampon, which uses the vaginal canal as a safe and effective way to deliver medications in women. We're very excited about the vagina as a drug delivery mechanism. What we've been able to demonstrate in our clinical work is increased efficacy, increased safety, as well as a greater efficacy across the general population. So at present, most of the medications that we use for period pain were never designed specifically for period pain. So as a result, only 20 to 25% of the general population experience meaningful pain relief from taking over-the-counter painkillers. What we've done with our virtual period pain clinic and the pain-relieving tampon is we speed up the time to diagnosis for what's causing your period pain, and then build a personalized list of recommendations that you can use to support your period and pelvic pain across every area of your life. So not just while you're menstruating, but also while you're having painful urination or while you're having painful sex. Another one of our key ideas is the diagnostic tampon, and we're building on top of research which actually originates back to the 1980s. So in the 1980s, it was the first time that we discovered using a tampon instead of a swab, both a self-administered swab and a clinician-administered swab, dramatically increases the rates of sensitivity and specificity for conditions ranging from chlamydia to bacterial vaginosis. So we're using the day tampon to facilitate a non-invasive, simple, at-home or point-of-care detection method for these very common STIs, very common HPV, and very common vaginal infections. And alongside the diagnostic tampon, we don't want to just give you results, which might be confusing, they might be perplexing, you might be worried. We want to facilitate the whole full spectrum of care with virtual consultations and prescriptions. So one of the central premises of DAY is that we want to utilize the medical innovation that's already available, such as HRT, such as hormonal contraception, as well as holistic lifestyle interventions. But a big part of what we do is connect our patients to the medications that they need. For too long, we haven't had access to the right forms of HRT when we're going through menopause or perimenopause. And right now, one of the, in my opinion, biggest issues in gynecological health is that we've demonized contraception, hormonal contraception. We think it's a cancer pill, we think it's going to give us so many side effects, which is true because of the way in which we've been prescribing contraception until now. It's been a Russian roulette type of method, try this, try that. What we've done is we've created the personalized contraception recommendation engine, which enables people to find the right form of contraception for them. And going forward, we want to do two main things. We want to build on top of the existing medical database that we've collected with diagnostic results as well as self-reported patient outcomes. We want to make that available to academia, to scientists, so they can publish papers and finally inform the modern medicine's understanding of what causes gynecological disease and how best to treat it. And we also want to build on top of our drug delivery through tampons technology. So as I mentioned at the beginning, the vagina is a very underappreciated route for medication delivery. And we're working on utilizing the tampon to deliver localized medications for vaginal infections, menopause symptoms, contraception, etc. Thank you for your time. Please take a screenshot of my email address if you'd like to be in touch.
Thank you, Valentina. So please hold your questions.